Hey, how's it going, team? Daniel here with OM. I pieced together a kind of quick proposal for you guys. My proposals are pretty unique. I would say I really like to dig into data. We believe every business is unique, and we definitely do not want to be cookie cutter when we approach these things. So let me go ahead and kind of walk you through what we're thinking, why we're thinking, how to walk through this, and then we can dig in deeper afterwards and do a team review. So give me one second. Let me get out of this format. There we go. So just intro on the first page. Something you'll notice because they do tend to get pretty heavy. I like to just have a quick glance framework. So what are the goals and what are the pieces that I believe are really important. And with you guys, I think it's foundational and demand gen. So again, I think some goals that I believe are very achievable: increase inbound leads by 100% within 4 months, build out effective lead nurture and automation campaigns, complete education-based awareness and customer funnel, and a proper data-driven ad management for scaling your spend and achieving growth. So how do we do that? A really good foundation. Analytics. Your analytics is, it's very confusing in a sense. I think we want to make sure that, especially when it comes to goal tracking, that we are segmenting our boot camps and just avoiding this. There's too much content, and there's a lot of page view stuff on here, which is really driving us in the wrong direction. So here's like a path one that has, here's a visit form for 41,000. This makes it really hard because what we ultimately want to do is be able to see Miami really easy, right? So instead of en, and then be able to dig deeper into these conversions. So hey, what are these applications? 433 applications, and I believe this is in English, and where are they coming from, right? So then we can see PPC, and dig deeper into data. So we really need to get that data very clean. Organic, I know you guys mentioned you're not looking to outsource that, and we're totally okay with that. I do think there is some leadership needed. Something is definitely going on with your website. I think it's really hindering your growth, because I believe in the Miami area specifically, we can have a lot of success. Really quickly, what you'll notice is if I do a complete site search for you guys, things like your FAQs, your hire page, again, your FAQ again, all outrank the really meaty pages, which should be your bootcamp specific pages. Part of that, our belief is you either not getting indexed properly, or Google does not know what to do with a lot of duplicate multi-language content. And I believe we're getting penalized in a few ways. So one, if you look at just overall organic for site-wide as a whole in the United States, we rank very poorly, only 10 keywords above 10. And if you remove the branded ones, we're only at 7. This was kind of like a red flag for me. Then if we go to pages, here's where it really begins to stand out. The only page on our website that has any type of organic value at all is our homepage, which in fact, it's probably the most broad page, and it should not be as relevant. We're like UX UI design bootcamp, and web development courses. These should really be targeting that opportunity and should rank a lot better. There's a reason which we're still trying to understand, and I would maybe need to get into your Google Webmaster on why Google is not liking the rest of our website, and we should really dig into that. Another problem, really quickly, is if we get into the overview, there may be a fair bit of spammy backlinks, because you have 34,000 backlinks from 1,000 domains. As you can see here, this here should be a lot more of a one-to-one, but again, 1,000 domains, 34,000 backlinks. And if you dig in here, you can start to see telegraph.co.uk has almost 19,000 backlinks. That's definitely going to get flagged pretty bad by Google. And then the last piece is we have a ton of duplicate content. So if I inspect your page source here, here's your title tag, and here's your content. If I bounce around, let's go to Amsterdam, view page source. Again, same exact title tag, same exact content. One, you don't want the duplicate content. Two, we absolutely need to be inserting Amsterdam, Miami, and make it very specific because we need to rank in those locations. Okay, CTA and funnel. We talked about this at the call. The ability to apply now is a little bit too high intent. We don't want to take that away. We want to leave that option, but we really need to lead with something better. I came up with an idea called the Iron Hack Lifestyle Preview, something along how do we get people in whether or not they're ready to commit. And if they are ready to commit, they can take that other action. And then the lead nurture. Anytime we're doing effective lead generation, we want to put people into a flow that empowers them to engage with us. That's what I'll call our foundation. Then a really heavy focus into demand generation, effective search, and an effective social funnel, mostly targeted towards remarketing, and funnel that in the sense of general, course specific, high intent, and then list targeting if available. We also suggest right around month 4 or 5, if we get really stable, we start to do some big top of funnel campaigns, such as ebooks and guides, why coding bootcamps are more effective than web coding classes, the guide to finding the perfect bootcamp, things like that, where we can capture people that may not even be in the buying cycle, but let's start putting them into our machine. Cool. With that said, that's kind of the high-level framework. What you'll see is a project description. I am heavy in this section here, research and current status. So I go individually, what do I see from the CRO aspect? What do I see in analytics? Why do I believe the PPC and the demand gen strategies are not working very well? You'll see we're very broad in targeting. UX, UI as a keyword, UX as a keyword. I mean, this is kind of just, so you can tell if you look at where the budget is being spent, only about 8% of budget is being spent on hyper-relevant keywords, 8%, and about 80%, 90% is being spent on broad things that may not be very, very specific to us. We want to own the bootcamp types of keywords, optimize those to 100% impression share, and only then, once we have more budget than we can use within those search queries, do we want to broaden out. Huge opportunity in PPC. And you can tell because we're not converting very well. I don't know what these goals are because I'm not in your AdWords, but you can see the only one that's converting at a high level is brand, which is always going to convert at a high level. Social, I don't see anything. The big opportunity here is remarketing. Very effective, low cost. Again, CRM and automation, I don't have any data there. And organic, you guys can dig in, but there's definitely some issues here with indexing, improper page structure, and improper implementation of titles and meta tags. And then you'll see the phases of scope of work. So demand gen, foundation, you guys can go through that. And then the generation. So how are we going to grow our traffic? Some keywords research, how are we going to approach social, PPC, how are we going to approach gated content, phase 3, optimization and scale. Once we have the machine going, how are we going to scale that by leveraging data, timeline to be determined, and then some results, right? We expect strong awareness and growth in traffic. I expect a 3x increase in site-wide conversion. I expect if we get really, really good with our lead flows and some ebooks, about a 5x increase in digital leads within 6 months. And through that, we should see a significant increase in revenue. I have some baseline pricing. We'll obviously see where that takes us, but just wanted to put something to make sure that we're all in the same place before we go deep into something and then find out that it's not a good fit. Hope this helps. I look forward to chatting with you guys, and hope you don't mind the long video. Thanks. Bye.